You are allowed to do things just because you want to. There doesn't always have to be a bigger meaning attached to it, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But I know that so many women don't feel like that is a good enough reason. Hi and welcome. This is Queen Formation with Lena, and I am Lena. And this is a space for you, for midlife women who feel like you have maybe lost yourself a bit during life. You've taken care of everyone else and you forgot about yourself. And you kind of forgot also who you are and what you used to enjoy. And this space can feel like a bit of a lonely time, and like people don't really understand you or get you. So I want you to see that you're not alone, and it's not too late for you to really get to know yourself and start to create a life that you really enjoy living. And I used to be a person who was always doing something. And if I wasn't doing something, I was planning on doing something. And I can admit that I'm still a person who has 58,000 tabs open on my computer at the same time, because I'm a bit all over the place with what I'm working on. But that way of living has been like in my life in general. And I definitely felt that I had my worth came from how much I was doing. And I applied this way of working both in my, especially when I was in the corporate world, but also at home. I felt that I had to perform and that I had to like earn my rest, and I always felt guilty when I took a break or took rest and did things for me. And when you also begin on this personal development journey, like I've been on the last 6 or 7 years, you also start doing things differently. So yeah, for instance, the books that I've been reading, it's not fictional any longer. So everything that I've been reading has been within the personal development space. So I've felt that I had to learn something from everything that I've been reading. And I'm just now getting caught in another trap. And this is one of the things that I've been reflecting upon, and that's why I want to address it in this video, because I think that more women can relate to it. That I've now began, like, it's a waste of time reading just a book. If I'm not learning anything by it, it's a waste of time, which it's clearly not. And I can see what's happening here. But I've also catch myself. And if I wanted to read a book just because I want to read the book and feel good and not learn anything, just relax and read a book. Read the book. You don't have to have another, it doesn't have to be another reason than just enjoying reading a book and taking a break and being able to go for a walk just because you want to go for a walk. You don't have to have a lot of I have this kind of many steps left and I have to do this because I ate a cake. No, you can just go for the freaking walk. Just go for the walk because you want to. It doesn't have to, you don't have to have another reason to do that. Just do things out of love for yourself. And I think also one of the things that can come from when you begin this journey, and you also hear everything about energy and how important it is that you, with this high vibe, and to be in a good energy. And this is also something, it can kind of trap you, because no one can be in a high vibe all the time, and that's absolutely not what you should be aiming for. Feel your feelings and feel what needs to be felt, but don't stay there. But don't be afraid of feeling things and crying and releasing things. But don't feel bad for doing it, because we need to release things in order to move forward. And then it becomes easier and easier for you to be in this space of feeling better all the time, because you have released things, and you can catch yourself quicker and find ways to come back to like a good place, but without the guilt and the feeling of you're doing something wrong, and that it's so easy to find reasons why we are doing something wrong, because this is how we have been functioning our whole lives. I can guarantee you that it's easier for you to find the things you're doing wrong than to find the things that you are doing right. Am I right? I mean, it's no blame or anything here. It's just for you to become aware. So just see that you can do things just because it makes you feel good. You don't have to have a deeper meaning behind it. You are a good enough reason. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. But if you are a person who has had your value measured from how much you have been doing and performing, it can be a bit uncomfortable. So when this little voice when you can hear her saying that when you're sitting down or resting or doing nothing, that is a big practice in itself. Just sitting down doing nothing. That's really hard for many people. So that's a good thing to practice. And when that little voice comes that is telling you that this is a total waste of time, don't be angry or judge it or anything. Just show her love and compassion. But you know that she's wrong. You definitely deserve to just sit here and do nothing. You get to rest. You're allowed to take a break. And you don't have to explain all the breaks that you take to people. You can just take a break because, we all are worthy of just being sometimes. But it sounds... But I don't think that it sounds easy for many women, to be honest, because that was what I was going to say. It sounds easy, but I actually don't think that it does, because it's not. It's not easy. But it becomes easier and easier the more you do it, and the less you feel like you have to explain yourself. But if this is something that you want to work more on and find this inner queen and this everything that you have within you, we do that inside the program Unleash Your Worthy Woman, which is a program for midlife women where we go through all these areas with self-love and self-worth and forgiveness and boundaries, and you're getting to know yourself on a much, much deeper level, so you can begin to create a life that you really enjoy. Because midlife can be a really, really beautiful beginning of this next phase of your life, if you let it. And I would love to help you get there. So if it sounds interesting to you, send me a message on any of the platforms. Just connect with me. You can also send me an email. There is more information in the description. So with that said, Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really loved having you with me. And I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Lots of love.